They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Leaves it with the running back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Second down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Touchdown, Gamecocks! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make them punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock. Didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Still running at the 40. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. back to pass. Pressure coming. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Offense working from the pistol. A run for the quarterback. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
They'll try it over the left side. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Brings into the open. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. He just won't take a big hit. Slides off guys, makes moves. He's down to the 21.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
Running game worked on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And the Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air. It's Overton. Quick strike complete. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Between the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. And off from the shotgun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
I think the offensive coordinators are there going, thank goodness we don't play them everywhere. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick six, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's past the 30, and he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And it's good enough for first down.
First play of the period, first down here. Looking downfield on first down. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The play action fake. Quickly out to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab past the marker. Turning it on. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And what a great play call there on 4th down. You know, they script and practice these all throughout the week. You've got to be able to call something that you know you can run in your sleep. Beautiful execution on that 4th down play for a touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Duke is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Daniel Jones, this offense is not guaranteed to just keep scoring points today. They're up by 7 over Oregon State. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He's brought down a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Wants to throw. It's Overton. He lofts one down the sideline. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And they tacked on the extra point. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Sanford. Hard running there. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Handoff to the single back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Quarterback gets the first down. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Four wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. He's got the back in the middle.
Well, that completion now sets up a critical 3rd down here in the red zone for this quarterback. His offense, his team, is trailing by a lot. They're going to need him to start making plays consistently, and he's going to have to do it when the defense knows he's about to throw it. And that's exactly the situation right here. 3rd down in the red zone. The quarterback has got to step up on this next play.
Houston going up tempo. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. A designed run for the quarterback. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield, it's Overton. Quick completion on the out. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snags it inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with a big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds us back in the middle. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Trying to escape and get it himself. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
The number one key for this defense coming into this game was finding a way to stop this quarterback from running the football. And guys, they have not done a good job of that early in this game. He has been able to get out of the pocket, whether it's been designed runs or scrambles like on what we just saw. The defense has got to start changing it up. They need to spy him more, I think, moving forward.
Rush is on him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Houston wants to play fast. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got out of trouble and throws. Grabbed over the middle, it's Davis. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I don't know what you want to do. I mean, this guy is unbelievable. He's just got such elusiveness. You see him, he's getting outside the pocket, he's making you miss, and then all of a sudden, he's throwing completions. I got no answers for him.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They're either really confident or a little reckless as they go for it on 4th and long from their... They got him! It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass, it's Overton. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Release to the back. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Gonna take a shot. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Not much of a decision to make. There's the defense will move them back. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on the...
Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Just about set to start the second half. Houston will kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Oh, he's got a chance. Makes it past the marker. Oh, out of space. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
As a defense, when you're trying to stop the run, it's really as simple as just doing your job. You have to have gap integrity up front. DBs need to come downhill and fill, and the defense wasn't able to get it done.
Looking for a man. It's Overton. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. He'll keep it himself. Got enough for the first. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Quarterback will keep it. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
They'll move the tight end. Using his legs, it's Clark. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Can't quite cross the frame to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Slams it ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Arkansas State is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Jonesboro for some time. They're up 14 over Arkansas. Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing.
He's going for it all. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Fights off a defender. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through.
There he goes. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Dropping back, it's Overton. Quickly complete. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Quick step and go. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
On to attempt the try. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. A very efficient 5-point scoring drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Offense in an empty set. Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Looking to fire. He'll pull it down. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Houston going up tempo. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into 3rd and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. And that was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. To the air on 2nd down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Downfield, and he needs a bunch. Trying to make magic with his feet. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. These corners backing off a bit. Throwing right. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. On the move, it's Clark. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. And the Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. give to the running back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Power football with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Tight end now in motion. They'll try to run for it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Carolina. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. The Miners have been in games like these. Feels like they had a couple of nail-biters just last year. Time now to see what they learned. They're up by 7 over UTEP. Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to the big tight end. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Breaks into the open. Got some room in under the goal line. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37.
Will take over 1st and 10.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. A strike downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
The one thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they can blitz guys from all over the field, but they've got athletes with bad intentions, and they've registered a ton of sacks in this one.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football.
Deep shot for the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They just keep firing. Here's the pressure. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. To the air on 1st down. Got it. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
First and goal, Houston.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Snap in the shotgun. Buying some time. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run.
65, Houston, 14.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Man, this just starts to hurt your pride, right? You're down by several scores. It's in the fourth quarter, and they keep making big plays. This is something where you just got to buck up. You got to do something about it. You got to find something.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And he added the extra point. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
First and 10.
After this, it'll be a wrap. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Makes the grab. That will be the final play as they make the stop and the